Good morning, guys, and happy weekend. I hope that everybody had an amazing week. And today we are doing our reading for the week of August 30th to September 5th. And we are approaching the end of summer. I know many of you are waiting for fall, but I love summer. I love the heat. I am from an island. So these season changes, I'm still trying to get used to it. They're not part of my DNA, right? But the end of season is coming, right? So basically the deck that we're using today is called the Wayward Tarot. I cannot say that correctly. And what we're doing is we're looking at the energy for this coming week, right? So let's go ahead and just take a deep breath. Right? And I just want you to ask something in your mind or just open yourselves up, right, in this beautiful reading for the collective. Now, remember, not every card may speak to you, and that's perfectly fine. So I want you to take what's yours and leave what doesn't speak to you, right? So let's go ahead and take a look here at what we have. We have the energy of dominion. We have the energy of completion. And we have the energy of war, right? So what we're seeing here, obviously, hands down, we're seeing some kind of change taking place. We definitely want to work with pent-up energy next week, and you are definitely going to feel that. A lot of times this pent-up energy, we do not feel it until it's about time to go to sleep, and then our mind starts racing, and we're restless, and we can't fall asleep. So what I would suggest is definitely cleaning your energy with selenite before you go to sleep, or try to clean your energy with burning some herbs, right? Because there's going to be a lot of energy there that's coming to the surface from your root. So we definitely want to work with balance, definitely working with the energy of amethyst here, right? I also want you to take a look at what is coming to the surface that's actually complete and we're ready to release, but for some reason we're feeling a little bit like we're not ready, or it may be just a little bit hard-headed, like I don't want to let this go. But there is something that has done its purpose, so it's definitely time for us to see what exactly that is and release it. Not every release feels great. A lot of times it's very emotional, and I feel people don't talk about that. And this might be one of those things of why you're holding on to this so dearly. It might be a relationship, it might be some kind of cycle, but there is a completion here, which means it is completed. It did its time. Open yourself up to release this so you can prepare to the next journey, to what's coming, right? We see also a war here. So when we see war, this is a very mental card, right? So what we want to see here is to be careful with the way that you're treating yourself. We start always with the self before we take a look around us. So we want to be careful with the way we're thinking about ourselves, with the way we're treating ourselves. How am I, talking about myself? Am I putting myself down? Am I not believing in me? Am I being extra judgmental? Once we work with that and we regain that power, then taking a look around at other people or situations in your life, then instead of feeling good, you're constantly always feeling like you're at war with, and trying to see what can we do to reach a middle ground. If a middle ground can't be reached, what should your next step be, right? So we're definitely heading into a time of a lot of release. We're definitely headed into fall time, which I consider fall and winter the deepest part of shadow work. So I call it shadow work season, right? So this is actually quite interesting because there's a lot of healing happening, but there's also a lot of release. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the last two cards, right? So we have resistance, and then let's pull out our affirmation. Okay, so with resistencias, which is resisting, it's the same thing. We want to take a look deep inside to see what are we trying to avoid that we know is complete. We go back to that, right? There is something that we are ready to release, but we're either being stubborn or we're turning the other way, or we just don't want to. There is no reason why you should hang on to this energy anymore. Allow yourself at your own pace to release what needs to be done and open yourself to what's coming. right? This war card that we have almost feels like it's more of an internal war than an external one. Now, our mudra, so our affirmation for this week is basically saying, I trust the power of the universe to keep me safe and secure. This is actually perfect. Working with the energy of Archangel Michael, right? So he could have he could take his fiery sword, keep you protected. This is also through times that we feel very unsteady or like we are lost or we don't know what to do. We become very vulnerable. This is a time to work with the affirmation, I am safe, I am okay. You know, it may just be words, but trust me, words have vibration. They kind of make us feel so good, right? So I want you to work with knowing that you are safe, you are okay to release. You know, it might hurt now, but trust me, it will all be worth it at the end, right? So hopefully this spoke to you. If you're already ready to get a reading with me, or if you're planning on to, head over to www.lightwitchtarotshop.com. Right now, I have a few spaces left for March, and I'm going to start scheduling for April. Oh my gosh. And right now, if you watch this before the 30th, we're having a sale that ends on the 30th on Monday, and it is 30% off shop-wide using code Virgo and 40% off all courses and classes using code Universe. So hopefully this spoke to you guys. I love you guys all. I will see you next week. Lots of love and light to you all, and blessed be. Bye-bye.